And I love my job. I love it. And if you're a web manager, I know you do too. Because it's exciting. In its own way, it's exciting. And this image just seemed to me to pull all of those elements together. So here I am from my strategic perch there, just hanging on. And from that perch, I can see everything laid out below me. There's my strategy. I have the big picture because I'm up so high, right? But look what's underneath me. It's moving all the time. And I never know when I'm going to get blindsided by some project from the VPs that I have no idea what's going on. The least little bump, it could get really messy. But of course, I'm not up there by myself. Design, development, IT, and of course my web team that I work so closely with. If it weren't for them, I couldn't get up to see that picture at all. There's one thing I don't have though, that you guys do, and you're very lucky to have it, and that's this group right here. I can go in through the community. I do have that access, but it's not the same as coming together regularly face-to-face and talking to other people about what they're doing and what their problems are. And one of the things that's so great about that is just the commiseration. I have that problem too. It just never quite gets solved. So I would really like to thank our hosts and sponsors and all of you for letting me come and talk. I've been at OCLC for 25 years. And when I started at OCLC, I changed jobs a lot. So I did some videos and documentation, I did some sales and product management. But it wasn't until I started working with the web, managing the web around 1996, that I realized I found my home. This is home. Because I didn't need to change jobs to find new challenges anymore. This job changes all the time. So I don't know what your tenure is for your role in web management, but my guess is it stays fresh and it keeps you interested. Now, if you haven't heard about OCLC, OCLC is all about libraries. OCLC is a membership organization. It's all about innovation and collaboration among libraries and advocating libraries in this instant information age. It started in '67 with Ohio colleges, and that's why our headquarters is still in Dublin. But right now we're serving about 26,000 libraries in 170 countries. And over the years, we've had over 72,000 libraries participate or use us as a service. We have offices around the world now, several in Europe, Canada, Mexico, China, and Australia. And through OCLC, libraries have been able to combine and share their collections, and in doing so have moved from the hard catalog to the computer, to the web, and we're ready to move on where it takes us next. Now the objectives for the OCLC website, I just took the high points from here. What we want to do is convey OCLC's vision for global and innovative library collaboration, attract our target audiences to the site to learn more about OCLC, its programs, research, and services, engage them so they stay on the site long enough to find information that is useful specifically for them, and we want to make it easy for them to find it. We want to inform and educate other visitors to the site, provide the means to transact, reassure our members that our reputation as an innovator and thought leader is deserved, and finally, we want to turn our web visitors into OCLC evangelists. The path to going global has been a long one for OCLC. So in '67, we're just U.S. libraries. It wasn't until 1980 that we had member libraries in Asia, Canada, and Pika. Pika was a partner in EMEA that we worked with. And it wasn't until 1998 that our services had their first translated interfaces, and that was just in French and Spanish. I wanted to give you a little scale here to figure out where you are compared to where we are. So we're all on this great path to glory. And some of you are going to be way ahead of where CLC is, and some of you may be just a little behind where we are. But at any rate, maybe the statistics and things I give you here can help you place yourself on that road. We have 16 separate regional sites, and that includes languages, 8 languages. About 1 million page views per month total across all 16 sites. The worldwide English site, which is kind of the default site, has about 13,000 pages of content. And each of the other 15 sites have about 85. As far as our external costs for managing web activities, we have a budget for translation of under $200K. We use Site Catalyst for our analytics. We use the Google Search Appliance for our web search. We have whatever costs there are for CMS support and development, and whatever money we spend on consultants. Internally, we have one web team that supports everyone. We have some different content pods. So research is its own pod. They have their own editors and content providers. They usually handle most of their projects themselves. But when they have problems with the CMS, when they have questions about where we're going, when they ask for functionality, they're coming to us to ask for that. Support is the same way. Direct mail, direct marketing and email is handled out of our sales section, and they also come to us. We don't manage the What Counts email system, but we do manage producing the HTML pages that are put out for What Counts to put out. The email people don't do their editing in What Counts. They don't like the interface, so they do the editing in the content management system that we have. And our order processing is handled by a completely different area as well. So our transaction portal generally has a completely different set of requirements and development team than what we use. Our regions, besides being stakeholders, are authors. Localization is a huge thing for us, and we're always trying to find better ways of communicating among the regions to find out what they need to localize and what we can rewrite in the U.S. to fit more regions so we don't have to do that very expensive and time-consuming localization on the country level. And all of this is supported by my web team. So besides myself, we have one translation coordinator, who's also our Chinese translator, 2 web project managers, and 2 web editors. And I'm always stunned by the number of things we're able to do with such a small team. Now we do have support. There is a design and user experience group, and we have one dedicated resource there. We have our development team, which is the enterprise application development team that supports not just whatever we need, but whatever HR needs with PeopleSoft, whatever sales needs with their customer relationship management system, everything. So we're generally in line for services for development. And our server management division, which Kevin manages all of the servers, network connections, domains, everything else that takes that all the way. As far as our translations go, our markets are based on where different products and services are available. So in the pie chart there, you'll see that for the most part they're even. Germany and the Netherlands have maybe smaller slices, but that's because they offer fewer services there. And that's the reason we have so many regional sites, is it's based on what is offered in each area. Of the 16 sites, the top 10 that you see here worldwide, the default site is still the top site as far as page. And there are two reasons for that. One is that our Office of Research has their content solely on the worldwide site. They never intend to translate. They don't talk about it. So they want their URLs all to be the same. They don't want regional URLs to lead to the same thing. They want one URL for one page. So they're on